My review from Google Maps has been removed. Apparently that's something you can do. If you don't like a specific review that you get, you can simply remove it. If you have enough money, you can throw money at it and the bad negative review will be removed. Let's look at my review right here. I'm gonna translate it so you can understand it. Basically what I was saying is that it was a very bad experience. The pizza arrived an hour late and it was burned, didn't taste good, and that I can't recommend it. Now that's a pretty standard review, I'd say. That if we look at the email that I've received, they said I was defaming them, which does not make any sense. You saw the review. In what way is that defamation? I just stated my opinion, my personal experience, and nothing of this was a lie. I can still remember this. This was a couple of years back. It took so long, and I don't even live that far away of this pizza place. I got this email that they removed it, and basically they gave me a link of where I could view the review, and that's what I did. I opened it up, looked at it, and I thought there was nothing wrong with it. So I clicked on the link that they gave me to send an appeal. You can see I did that a couple of days after I received the complaint or received a notice of the removal. This is not going to be a tutorial on how to remove these reviews. It's just to let you know that you can remove these reviews. Basically, what I found out, what they did is they said, I have a problem here. They filled out the form to Google, and they basically had to just say that, yeah, for legal reasons, we want to have this removed for the legal reason of defamation. And basically what Google does is they immediately, without checking the review, apparently, is they take the review down. And now it is in my duty to prove that this was not, in fact, defamation. But now, think about it. Who cares about a Google review so much that they are willing to put up with all this trouble to go ahead and kind of fight back? What I had to do, because for the video I wanted to see what you have to do. Well, you have to create or fill out a form, give a lot of information. It takes about 10 minutes, but again, who cares about a review that much to fill out a form that takes 10 minutes? Then what happens is basically you get an email saying, well, thanks for contacting us, blah, blah, blah. You wait. I waited 2 days. That's when I got another email right here. And then they say they checked it, and they said that they need more evidence. I don't know what system is behind this. If any real human being ever read this review that I showed you right here, no real human would still go through with this. So I don't think anybody has looked at this. This is just a generic automatic response that I don't know why this would take 2 days to arrive, but it did. And that's what I told them. Like, has a real human being ever looked at this case? Because this is ridiculous. No real human with a singular brain cell would need more information to come to a conclusion that this was wrongfully removed. They want like a court decision. Like, who is going to go to court over this, over a Google review? Nobody. After my response of like, blah, 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 this is ridiculous, what I got is another email that seems to be auto-generated too. I don't understand how this is the way that things work, but this does make sense. There's services online I've seen that claim to remove your Google reviews, and I thought that was not possible. I thought that there was as a scam. Okay, so I found one of these services right here, and I again have to say I don't recommend doing this. I don't even want to show it, but just for educational purposes, I will show one of these services so you can get an idea of what they do. And they claim to do only false, misleading, damaging online reviews, which as you can see, can be misused for pretty much any review. So this looks like it's kind of a legit business that's trying to be legit because they only want to remove false Google reviews. But there's a lot of services that I'm not going to show that actually will remove any reviews. And that's actually what they do. They just go ahead and remove all reviews they can find that are negative. And in the end, because nobody's going to go ahead and like fill out this form to keep the review up, they actually get away with it. And that's how these services work. So I'll look at this post on Reddit right here. How can I remove a negative Google review? And here people are saying, you just gotta embrace it, you gotta reply nice and everything. But that's what people think, when in reality Google doesn't care, and they will just take down your reviews if anyone fills out this form right here, a legal removal issue. Which still, I can't believe this is how easy it is. And again, nobody's gonna go ahead and say, because of this review, I want this review to stay up that bad that I'm gonna go to court. Nobody's gonna do that. So in the end, that's how they get away with it, and that's not how it's supposed to be. That's like, you can't trust the Google reviews anymore. And I don't want to show the pizza place that I've ordered from, because I don't want them to get spammed now with fake reviews, because that wouldn't make it better, and they don't deserve that. But they definitely do deserve this review, with maybe another review letting people know that they delete negative reviews that are in fact not, this is not a valid legal reason to remove this review. And there's also like a deadline of 6 months, and after that you can't do anything. That is crazy. This review, this is such a standard review that is totally valid. And I mean, if it were removed for a different reason, okay, fine. But the fact that it was removed for a legal reason, that does not make any sense. And Google did not even look at this, because you don't need a court order to overrule this. What? It just does not make any sense. Yeah, here. Relevant court order explaining why you believe it was incorrect. That is what I did here. I told them I believe it is incorrect, because I don't actually have to tell you, because you can just look at it and you will know. But I didn't even get a specific response to that. Like, I just got this generic reply. So that is it. Do with this information what you want. I would find it very nice if we could do something about this. And I don't know, I just wanted to tell the world and kind of let people know that this is going on. And maybe even if we can change this, even if nothing is going to happen, if Google is going to ignore this, then at least we all can keep this in mind, and the next time we look at Google reviews, we actually maybe don't fully trust them. Maybe take it with a grain of salt.